Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordamt and we're back to continue our playthrough of Baldur's Gate 2. In the last episode we were dealing with Neera's quest from the Hidden Refuge. And we made our way into this area which is called... I can't check it right now, but it's the... what's it called? Red Wizard Enclave, I believe. And we killed everybody over here. We faced a mage, which she ran away. I'm not sure if she's behind this door or elsewhere. And we killed a bunch of people here and a bunch of people there. And I haven't actually taken the time to loot. So Neera is here in the corner because that's where that idiot goes. I don't want her casting magic, so I don't have any wild surges. And my party is currently over here. And we're gonna check out if this evil lady is over there or not. Now, I gotta remind myself what I had on at the time. So I'm fairly well buffed, I think. They even have... Well, he has improved haste. Erdely's does not. So let's actually start with that. Vicky is well buffed. She can use an entropy shield. And you can take mirror image, mirror image. Image. I also have both of my skeletons. And let's send Corgan ahead to see what's what. This is locked. Is there a key on the ground? Slave pen. Laboratory key. This is the key to Lanet's laboratory where wild mage prisoners are held. Okay, so let's take this. I'm guessing this opens this up. Indeed it does. Oh my lord. Okay, so what we have? We have a red wizard. He has mirror image, shadow door, minor globe, minor spell deflection, shield, protection from normal missiles, stone skin, protection from magical weapons. But is the girl here? The evil wizard, is she here? The Thayan fighter. She's not here. Oh, King Graham. Okay, Erdely's, can you... Oh, I have no more remove magics. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, Palpatine, throw out remove magic. See if we can deal with that guy. There it goes. Spell, bitch, get killed. A skullbreaker. There he goes. Okay, Thayan fighters are no problem for us. Now, where did the girl go? Is she here? Oh god. Okay, this is trapped. Well, she's not here. Ooh. Okay, I'll speak with you guys soon. But she's not here. I didn't kill her, I don't think. Did I kill her in the last episode? God damn it, I'll have to double check on the video. I thought she ran away. I didn't think she'd stayed here. Maybe I did kill her. Okay, so let's check out the loot before doing anything else. Let's have Mr. Erdely's here pick up the interesting things. So this I definitely want. I already have this.
I can carry not another stitch.
Okay, so as for potions, we're gonna give these to Corgan. He can still carry some weight. The protector, we know what this is. A robe of invocation. Wizards specializing in the school of invocation know how dangerous their magic can be, even to the casters themselves. Some go to great lengths to ensure their own safety, wearing protective equipment to minimize damage from their own firewalls. This robe is such an item, providing its wearer with increased resistance to elemental energies. Okay, so it's a cool robe. It gives us resistances to every element. Not much else, but it's not that bad. Bracers to the death. Actually, I think Jan wanted these. What's your thieving skills look like with these? Oh, okay, so he still has the the thievery buffs. So this is not accurate. Wand of Paralyzation with only 5 charges. I have one with 50. Still, let's keep it for now. Okay, so we have a staff. More potions, more potions, more potions. Okay, so over here there isn't much else. A quarterstaff plus 2. I guess I'm gonna sell this. And over here, what do you have? Potions. 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 I gotta start using my potions because otherwise I have no room left. Okay, so we also fought over here. But this area I actually think I looted already, except for this. Okay. And what about over here? There's some stuff here. Okay. Shelves. I have no room. History of Alrua, Kalim Shan. Okay, it's nothing interesting actually. Wait. Okay. I think we're fine in this department. So, potions. You take them, I guess. This is all stuff to sell. Of course it's full. God damn it. Okay. It's like this. Okay, now. Jan, you are gonna check out... Actually, let's speak to King Graham here.
Execute Order 66.
We would offer you 3 great treasures if we could remember where we put them. We are leaving this place forever. The end. Or should we say, the end?
What the hell? Okay, so you just vanished. Okay.
Oh, I could do
Jan,
that.
check out this room. This room was trapped, and I'm getting the feeling this is the room of that girl Liana. I think their leader. Okay. Okay. This goes here. This goes he. Is it too far away?
Aye, a fair gambit.
You need my skills, I see.
So I can store this. Give this here. This goes to Herdlease. This is an Elixir of Health, so go over there. This is to sell. 10 charges. Too heavy. God damn it, okay.
Got it.
Anything else, Jan? No. Ooh. I like scrolls. Give me the scrolls. I'm gonna leave this for last. Nothing here, really.
Do it.
Okay.
You sound like it.
Let's
shall
check
be
out the
done
remaining
with
rooms.
Skill and care. If not,
Okay, this is still stuff from over there. I'm gonna trust this is not trapped. It was trapped, but Jan saved, thankfully. God damn it. Can you take this? You can. Cool. Okay, more scrolls. I'm actually very much liking the power word symbols. Not symbols, power word silence. They have been useful. The thing is also that typically when you are able to hit a wizard with a spell such as that, you can also hit him with something like a triple skull triple skull trap. So one can wonder why I would go to the trouble of trying to silence him when I can just kill him. But you know, it has its uses and it's fun to use, so I prefer fun over efficiency. Barely, but I do love efficiency as well, but still. I'm gonna keep on using those. I haven't had a chance to use my power word blinds because Edwin is not in the party, but soon enough I have a feeling we'll get a chance to use them. Okay, so these go over here. And now,
It's treason.
all that's missing is checking out these scrolls on, what's the name of the lady? Lanneth's table. So what do we have? We have a letter. From whom? Authark Vicros, Chief of the Order of Eight Staves. Okay, so this is the guy that's responsible for the order. Dear Lanneth, long sigh. You know how I hate writing letters. Now that Ekandor's dead, I'm really hoping you can do better work. So far, we don't have much to show for the presence of our order in the West. I heard you captured some wild mages. I was thrilled, believe me. Especially after what happened to Ekandor and the host we sent after the half-elf Neera. But, maybe, I think this is the guy from Baldur's Gate 1, not sure. But then I heard you lost them somehow. I was unhappy all over again. Then I heard you caught another one. Then I heard you lost him. This dreary cycle is really taking a toll on me. It's nothing a little vacation won't cure though. You'll be glad to hear that I'm coming for a visit soon. Within the next few months I plan to visit Esmeltaran, Purskal and Athkatla. I'm sure things will take a better turn before I get there. Oh, let me tell you about the marvelous traveling bag I just commissioned for the trip. It's capacious, made of velvet, red obviously, and has a nice gold trim. I had your name embroidered into it too, just in case I need to bring your head back to Thay with me. I like him. Okay, so this is this is one. Second one. So this is from Lanneth. Wait, this is signed from Lanneth Hayes. And Guldukim Witness Hayes? This document guarantees to the signer Goodman Hayes, lately of the cities of Athkatla and Trademeet, 500 gold pieces for procuring information regarding the whereabouts and identities of all wild mages known to him. By signing this contract, he agrees to its terms, which specify that he must make a full disclosure of his knowledge to Lanneth Farseer or her appointed agents, that he must not disclose his purpose to any other person or organization, and that his failure to comply with any of this contract's terms renders his own safety and security forfeit. By the seal of the Tharkions, affixed hereto, this contract is legal in Thay and will be strictly upheld by its representative abroad, Lanneth Farseer. So Hayes was a traitor? Maybe. And finally we have Lanneth's journal. This battered leather-bound notebook contains a number of entries in a barely legible scroll. This book is filled with numerous observations, ranging from the mundane, everything tastes better with cheese, to the arcane. While it's clear to me the weave might better be described as a pool or even an ocean of mystical energy, it's equally clear that this obvious parallel will never be acknowledged by the sorceress establishment. Okay? In among these entries is the proper order to safely open the cages of Lanneth's imprisoned wild mages. According to her notes, Subject 55 should be released first, followed by Subject 13. They are to be followed by number 12, then 42. The journal is vague on what will happen should the cages be opened in the incorrect order, calling such a circumstance unfortunate and certainly to be avoided. Okay, so 55, 13, 11, 42. I'm gonna write this down. Give me a second. 55, 13, 11, 42. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna keep these for now. But let's send Mr. Palpatine over here to check this out. So there are colors here. We have a dead mage, apparently. We have Daxus, Noctor, Reginald, Amanis, Barad, Zaviak, and nobody else. Okay, so Hayes is not here. Can I speak to you?
I haven't been in a cage this long since last month.
Wonderful.
My God's britches, it's good to see you. Please, get us out of here.
Noctor! I'm so glad you're alive. What do we have to do to get you out of there?
I'm not sure. Lena seems to use a certain sequence to open the cages. Do it wrong, and we all get zapped.
Wonderful.
You don't remember the sequence? Not at all? Come on, Noctor, it's important.
Everything's very hazy, unfortunately. But I think she always began with Amanus's cage.
Okay. I need the numbers. Reginald?
You there. Please help. I hate this cage.
Not very helpful.
Oh, thank Timora. My Kirik lives, yes? Taylana took him. Oh, thank the gods. We will be reunited. Please get me out.
The cats. I must see them. Let me out. Let me out.
Whoa, you're here, man. Thank the gods. I mean, thank the universe. I knew that great big void was looking out for me. Gotta open the cage first, though.
It's so good to see you, Zaviak. I'm so glad you're alive and not, well, not in chunks. Can you help us figure out how to get you out?
I'm not sure, man. But hey, that crazy lady probably has some notes somewhere around, right? Oh, yeah, one other thing. When she opened our cages, she always did mine fourth. Not sure why.
Okay. So apparently it starts with... Okay, or rather, it ends with Zaviak. It's... Stop, camera. It starts with Amanis. Okay, so Amanis. Something, something... Zaviak.
Help me, please.
But I gotta know. So there are only 3 numbers in her... 4 numbers, I mean. Subject 55. Subject 13. 11 and 42. So it makes it sound like there's only 4, but I still don't know who the numbers refer to. Can you say something else?
I haven't been in a cage this long since last month.
Is there any way to find this out without actually trying to zap them? Did I miss something over here? Because I have no idea what these numbers refer to. Is there something over here that identifies their cages or something? If I interact with it, will it tell me the number? Ah, okay. Subject 55, human Kalishite female. Deep but untapped well of magical talent. Surprising mastery of surges. Morose, stubborn. Does not yield to experiments. May have to use more severe measures. Okay, so 55, we can open the cage. This guy is 4th. So let's see which is this number. Subject 69. Blue-skinned elf male. Heretic surges, moderate talent. Like many other wild mages, shows inclination toward performance. Unclear if wild magic manifests in speech pattern and or coloration. Very promising subject. Skin and brain tissue bolt hold clues. Leave the cage. Subject 5. Halfling male. Somehow uses wild magic in object creation. Compared to 42. Sane but uncooperative. Leave the cage. Reginald. Subject 9. Half-orc male. Strong evocation. Tied to temperament. Violent. Terse. Subject was in violent rage. Struggled. Heeded our warnings about prison and desisted. Rage tied to surges. Investigate. So subject 9. Still don't want it. You are subject 11. You are third. Okay, so no male. Wild magic discovered late in life. Heretic surges. Cantankerous. Obsessive. Drugged. When not drugged, talks about cats incessantly. Oh, I like that. Number 13. Okay, cool. Human Shondathan female. Minor magical talent. Good potential for growth. Normal temperament. Strong. Healthy candidate for advanced experimentation. Okay, so I've opened up 55. Let's open up number 13. And now we need to open number 11, which is this one, right? Yes, so open the cage. And finally, if this guy's not lying, he's subject 42. Elf male, alchemist. Wild magic infuses concoctions, compared to subject 5. Delusional, unusual speech patterns. Expresses desire to see Wilson, perhaps an imaginary friend. Open cage. The electrical trap has been disabled. It is now safe to open the cages. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, I can open the remaining one. Is that it? Okay, so open the cage. Open the cage. Open the cage. Subject 34, human charlatan male. Moderate magical talent, idiosyncratic tendencies consistent with other wild mages. One of our first casualties. Induced surge activity too quickly. Open the cage. Now, is there any cage missing? Why does nothing happen? Do I need to speak to them?
I must leave now.
Okay.
Kirik is waiting for me, I know it. Thank you once again. You are a true hero.
Mm-hmm. There she goes.
My cats need me. How long has it been since they were fed? I need to get back to the hidden refuge now.
My cats. Ah, okay, so 5,000 experience for each. What? I know we've got other things to deal with, but I'd like to go back to the refuge for a bit. Obviously, we can't stay there, but I want to make sure everyone's alright before I decide my next move. Sure, we will do it, Neera.
Ah, freedom. I only wish I could have crushed Laneth myself. Farewell. I'll see you back at the camp.
Man, I can't believe I didn't actually notice that I killed her. I'm gonna have to recheck the last episode.
You did it, man. You really did it. I always knew you would. See you back at the camp.
Goddamn hippie.
Good work. When Talana escaped, I knew we had a chance. Damn that haze. He sold us out.
Okay, so it's true what's on the letter. Do you have any idea where he might be now?
I heard him tell Laneth he was heading back to trade meet. I guess you could find him at Beatrice, the inn there. As for me, I'll head back to the hidden refuge with the others and make sure we all get there in one piece. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool.
Hello there.
Thank you for rescuing me. I don't know who you are, but I owe you my life. I suppose I'll follow the others wherever they're going.
Typical. They say they want to experiment, and then they leave you sitting in a cage. I suppose I'll head back to the hidden refuge now.
Okay, so this guy is dead. So no chance here. Okay, well, I guess we cleared the Red Wizard Enclave. This guy is somehow still here. He looks like he's held. What? Oh, he's dead. Okay. Game bugged out. Fine. Quickly double check if I've opened this stuff. I did, I just don't want that. Fine. Yeah, I did, because this was threat, I remember. And finally, you guys can head over here. And I believe I also opened all this stuff. That's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. Nothing of interest here, we've already seen all this. Yeah, I think we're fine. Anything over here? No, we opened everything, okay. Okay, so I guess we've cleared this area. We can now leave.
Don't worry, I can hear you just
But
fine.
first,
Execute order
can I make use of Jan's? I can make use of it. Do I have the time for it though? I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep this, I think. Whoops. Because I can steal from the Shadow Thieves. And obviously I want to steal from them. Okay, everybody get over here. You can take off your boots, because Mr. Jan here is going to... he's going to do nothing, because I forgot I've already used up my haste. God damn it. Anyway, the goal here is to go into the Shadow Thief Guild Hall and try to steal from Eren Linvale. I'm wondering if he has any particularly useful items. I am completely unsure if he does or does not. One thing I do not keep in memory is what items people have when you pickpocket them. Except maybe a few exceptions. Let's go.
Patience, my friend.
After that, we are gonna go back to the Hidden Refuge, see what Neera has to say. Check out if their people are back at the refuge or not, if they have any more quests. But this was actually kind of a profitable chain quest. Both for experience as well as for some scrolls.
You must gather your party
and some wands and some potions. There was some very useful stuff here. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna send Mr. Jan to rob people.
Yes, it is. Pardon, I'll do it.
Let me just double check this. 260 should be more than enough.
I've nicked a bit from our friend here.
Okay, she had a ruby or whatever this is. I don't think there's anyone else in Athkatla that I'm interested in pickpocketing. This is the most high value target I can think of. Hello.
I've nicked a bit from our friend here. I've nicked a bit from our friend here.
No, how does it fail? I'm capped. This shouldn't fail. Man, and I'm not gonna waste my time with this. Come on.
So be it.
Is there like still a 1% chance that pickpocketing fails? Not entirely sure actually.
Yes, a standard.
Or is it because it's Eren Linvale? I'm gonna check this again. If it fails again, I'm just gonna leave it. But I really thought the 245 was the cap.
I've nicked a bit from our friend here. I've nicked a bit from our friend here.
Yeah, so this time it worked. This guy has nothing of interest. I'm not even bothered with this. Okay, so let's load the game again. And I'll take it, sure. I failed the pickpocketing, so I'll take nothing. And let's also
An excellent day.
speak to this lady, and we're gonna sell some stuff. Because this has been annoying me. It's been here for way too long and I need to clear up some space. So, let's sell 3 of these. Let's sell... I think I have a sling +2. Wait, I have 2 more? Jesus. Long sword. Do I want to keep... No. I don't. Let's sell that, let's sell this, and sell this. I think this should be fine. Okay. So we've cleared some room here. I'm also gonna sell this. Because nobody needs it. At least I don't think so. Ah, and all of these as well. Okay. This. I'll see. So you have a Traveler's Robe and the Wand of Frost. I don't want any of this. So sell it. Herdlease. You are fine. Milady. Okay, I'm gonna sell all of my Wands of Monster Summoning. Because I have way too many already. So let's clear up some space here. Sell it. Although this one seems like it's full. I'm so greedy, man. I'm so greedy. I want all of the stuff, even though I'm never gonna use it, probably. Yeah, well. What am I looking for, by the way? I kind of forgot. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, so we've cleared some room. Let's move ahead.
Order 66.
Do I have an additional Wand of Paralyzation besides the one with 50 charges? I do not. Okay, so let's just continue. We're gonna go back to the Hidden Refuge, see what's what, and then ditch Neera, because I don't want it in my party anymore. How much experience did this lady actually get that she shouldn't have? Not too much. Well, a bit.
Do it.
Still. It wasn't too bad. Okay, so let's go back over here.
It's treason, then.
Before I forget, let's swap this once again.
It's all over then.
For now, anyway.
Tell us what happened.
Okay, well, this guarantees it. I killed her. Should I tell her the husband was responsible? I think I should. I killed Lanneth, the leader of the Order in Athkatla. The Order still exists, but this should buy you some time.
You have done us all a great service. You are a hero.
I know, I know.
It's true. I don't know what we would have done without you.
Sorry if I seemed different before. I was just so angry.
You bought us time, but the Order is not destroyed. They may even make a special point of hunting us now.
Wonderful. From now on, there can be no place we call home for long.
Right. And it's probably best we go our separate ways. Those of us who can, anyway.
No more herding wild mages. So much for my brilliant plan. I guess that means I'm coming with you, Palpatine. I'm gonna go with this and then I'm just gonna not abandon. I'm gonna send it away without causing much trouble. So sure, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Great. I have something for you. It's not much, but you might appreciate it.
Okay. A mechanical bird. Okay. How marvelous. What does it do?
It's not the most useful gift. It sings, sometimes. If you can call it singing. Noctur helped me make it, so there may be some wild magic in there somewhere. Who knows how it works.
But it's a gift. Think of it as gratitude with tiny breast wings. Sure, thank you, Neera. It's great.
You're welcome.
Thank you once again for all you've done. I've found some treasure you'll be pleased with, I think. I just need to go fetch it.
Okay, very well. Wait, camera, stop. So 10,000 experience for everyone.
Ready? That's it?
I have a tiny mechanical bird. This mechanical bird is made entirely of brass, except for its eyes, which are tiny, dark blue glass beads. It is small and seems fragile, but its delicate wings and beak, all of which open and close, prove quite resilient to jostling. It sings a tiny melody from time to time. Neera fabricated the bird with the help of Noctur the Fizzled, the wild mage artificer. There is surely some minor magic or cantrip at work in it. Is it a... It's not equipable. It's not something I can use. Well, let's just keep it close to our... in our menagerie. So I have my familiar, I have Dings the cat, and I have a mechanical bird. Okay. Hopefully it does something. And I think I'm gonna ditch this because... we'll see. Okay, so Talana apparently has some treasure.
Thank you once again. I have something for you. Hayes had it specially made when we had money, right after he discovered his power. It cost him quite a bit. Now that I will never see Hayes again, I give it to you.
An impressive garment. Why would Hayes leave it behind?
He didn't. I hid it when the Red Wizards attacked, knowing such a thing would be useful to them.
He may have returned to look for it or asked the Red Wizards about it. In either case, he was disappointed. Thank you, Talana. I am grateful.
I am glad.
You obviously heard about Hayes. Are you alright?
Mostly, I feel guilty. I was closest to him. I should have known what he was becoming, what he had already become.
It is painful to think about. I can't even be angry. I'm so shocked. The anger will come soon enough, I suspect. It's not your fault, Talana. Hayes did this. Hayes alone.
Thank you for asking. I need to think on this. Farewell.
If I were her, I'd hunt him down. Not that I'd say that to her face.
You surprise me, Wild Mage. We so seldom agree. I too would have sought revenge the moment I learned of his betrayal.
Note to self. Laconia agrees with me. I'm probably wrong about something.
A fair assessment. Okay, so I have several issues with this already. First of all, the color is horrible. And second of all, why is this aligned to the left and why is it not centered? Why, man? Why would you do this to me? The Robe of Goodman Hayes. This robe was fashioned for Hayes, the traitorous husband of Talana, soon after he discovered his talents as a wild mage. Very wealthy at the time, Hayes commissioned Alruan wizards to craft it with silk, expensive dyes, and enchantments that would complement his unique talents. Unfortunately, he wore it only twice. Its richness and clearly magical nature attracted the attention of the Red Wizards, who soon pursued him. He gave up using magic unless it was absolutely necessary, hid the robe away, and started wearing a simple tunic. His wife salvaged the robe and passed it on to Palpatine. Statistics. Permanent Chaos Shield on wearer, and a penalty of -1 to armor class. Okay, so this is clearly a wild mage item. Obviously, it gives him a permanent Chaos Shield, which is this spell over... Okay, I used it. Let me just check it. Where is it? Chaos Shield. So the Chaos Shield increases a wild mage's chance to gain a favorable result when a wild surge occurs. So every time a wild mage casts a spell, there's a chance that a wild surge occurs. And when it does, it has a list of effects that can happen. And you can have very positive effects, and you can also have very negative effects. And using this increases your chance to actually get a favorable result. Okay. Ooh, improved Chaos Shield. Okay, same thing. And what this does is give you that permanent boost. Okay. I don't think I'm ever going to wear it, but I'm going to keep it here in case I need to recruit Neera later on. I could just give it to her, honestly, but nah, I'll keep the item with myself. So, are you guys happy? Ah, the cats are back. Nice.
Ah, my friend, we have so much to thank you for.
Kirik has been playing Palpatine versus Red Wizard ever since I returned. I am glad to see him so happy, but I hope, well, I hope his life is not so exciting as yours. I hope so too, for his sake and yours.
Those are grim words. But after that ordeal, I think it is good to think of things realistically. I think we will travel with Taylana for a time. We have no place else to go.
I do not feel very safe, but I would feel less safe alone. Safe travels, Amanis.
Ah, camp life. Unlike the rest of my elven brothers and sisters, I've never been one for isolating myself in the middle of an impassable wood. But, well, this wood is growing on me.
Oh, Daxus, you are a blast to have along.
She's such a child, man. Let's see what she answers. I don't get it. What's so funny?
Really? You don't? It's just Daxus is all blue, you know? Ugh, so what's next, you hilariously blue elf?
What?
Taylana mentioned heading back to Athkatla, but she's afraid of the cowled wizards. Who knows? A part of me wants to return to Delasars, as I doubt the Red Wizards will be coming back to town anytime soon. Another part of me has always found anonymity liberating.
I understand. Good luck with whatever you decide.
Thank you. Farewell.
So be it.
You have returned! You have returned! I wish you all the best. May the gods watch over you in your travels. The good gods, anyway.
This guy kinda sounds like Baloth at times. I'll check if the voice actor is the same one. And you as well, Noctor. What's next for you?
I'll work with Taylana to determine where we ought to go next. We have enough money to establish ourselves somewhere new, and if we all work together, I'm sure we'll manage.
I'm sure you will too. Farewell. King Graham?
A tinny fanfare for you all. We are most pleased with your efforts.
It was truly an honor, Your Majesty.
Perhaps. Yes, you will do. We are old. Our son, daughter, and wife are missing.
What? We would name you heir, that our kingdom continues after our time has come. Though the crown be heavy on my head, Your Majesty, I will become your heir and reign when you are gone.
Then we name you our heir. Congratulations. Now, leave me. We are still king, and we have many kingly duties. Good day.
Wow! You'll be a monarch someday. Don't let it go to your head. Especially the way it went to Graham's.
Okay. Now, the one person I want to speak to. Cat guy.
I came back and my cats were nearly skin and bones.
Aww.
Did no one think to feed them while I was away? Some hero you are.
Are you bitch? I tried, they weren't here. Aha. Sorry, Brad, I saw no sign of them. If I had, I would have done something.
Well, I suppose I can forgive you. What with my rescue? What do you think, Lucy? Chanticleer? Ha! They purr. If they can forgive you, so can I.
Yes, they know my true intentions. I like the cats.
Now off with you. The cats and I have some catching up to do.
Okay. Man, I don't really want to speak to the hippie, but since I've spoken with everyone else, I guess I'll have to.
Hey, man. I just wanted to say I'm so glad to be back here. I'm free as a bird now, thanks to you.
You're welcome.
You got it, man. This stone is gonna roll with Talana for a bit, till we find someplace good. Then I'll settle down and get mossy. But that's a long ways away.
Settle down and get mossy.
Till then, I'm gonna mix my brews, enjoy life, and do what I can for Talana. And hey, now that Hayes is out of the picture...
Oh, you nasty. Interesting choice.
Stranger things have happened, that's all I'm saying. Stranger things have happened.
Far out, man. Whoa, man.
Of all who are here, I am happiest to see you.
Thank you, Reginald. That is very kind of you.
You are welcome. It is a small thing, thanks. You have been both teacher and savior. In return, I give you this.
Oh, it's a good thing I came to speak to him then. A brick an enchanted hammer. It's really quite nice.
It is yours. It works good against mages. Throw it sometime, you'll see. Let's not throw it here, though. My thanks again. Farewell.
What? Okay, do you also have a reward?
Hello there.
No. Oh, Meredith.
Yay! It's you! Talana told me you did it! You saved everyone!
That I did, child.
Why do you get all the attention? But it's true, Meredith. They are really good at saving people.
Yeah, it is true. You stood in the corner all time.
Someday, I'll save people too.
That's great, Meredith. By the way, your hair is looking really long.
I know.
Really? But Lana said if I want to save people, it might be better to keep it short, because it could get in the way when I'm fighting. I can't decide what to do. It's up to you, Meredith. You gotta start making your own decisions.
I knew that, silly. I'm going to think about it later. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So let's just... What the hell is this? Okay, so yeah, it's literally a brick attached to a stick. Wonderful. The brick +2. Typically, when wizards select items to magically enchant, they choose finely crafted weapons or suits of armor. The wild mage Reginald selected a pole with a brick attached to the end. While effective, it is not aesthetically pleasing. In addition to radiating an aura of wild magic, when hurled at an enemy, the brick will magically return to the thrower. Being struck by the brick disrupts whatever spell was being cast at the time. Nobody beats the brick. Okay, so it's a +2 Warhammer. It has an aura of wild magic. 10% chance that a spell cast within 10 feet of the wielder, by friend or foe alike, will be affected by a wild surge. No. Returns to the wielder's hand when thrown. Target suffers 1d12 magical damage and 100% spellcasting failure for the next round. Save versus spell negate. Okay, it's actually a kind of cool item, but this aura of wild magic, hell no. Hell no, my friend. We will sell it. Okay. And with this, we are ready to return to Athkatla. We're gonna ditch Neera in the Copper Coronet and once again get our friend Edwin back into the party and continue adventuring. Maybe do some more companion quests, maybe check out the sewer area. We'll see. So for now, I'm gonna end the episode here. I want to thank everyone for being here in the channel with me, watching some Baldur's Gate 2. If you guys have any thoughts about the game, any questions, the usual, you know what to do, leave a comment. If you want to get notified about future videos coming to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe everyone.